Alright, I apologize for the poor lighting, but we're back in my grandparents' garage with the Chamberlain, and I've got a pretty major update in here, although it's not a motor update, it's a door update. If we take a look at the ground, boom, we have a broken spring. So this happened a couple of weeks ago, and it actually kind of blew the spring off the cones here too. This one did it a little bit. But, yeah. So, and I can't find a date on either of these cones, but I'm assuming this is the original spring to this door. You know, over 20 years old. So it was about time it broke. Now, of course, since the door is a 16 by 7, I'm not going to put one spring on it. I'm going to put 2 springs on it. We finally have double torsion on this door, which I've been wanting to do for a long time. What I have on here is a pair of 218 by 2 by 27s. Thank you to Garage Door Geek for giving me those measurements, because my estimate was way off. I've got 7.5 turns on each spring, and the door balances perfectly. Sorry about that. So the door balances perfectly. It runs very smooth, probably the best this door's ever ran, to be quite honest. So, yeah, I mean, turned out great. The door runs great. These are a little bit higher cycle springs. I could have gone with a pair of 207s, but I decided I might as well upgrade them to 218s. Just longer cycle life. So, yeah. I'll show you how the door balances here. Stays there. Stays there. Stays there. Stays there. Now there's a spot right here, about right here. For some reason at this point it gets a little hard to push down. I think it's because something might be rubbing, but I can't tell. It might just be the springs are a little bit hot, which if that's the case, that'll work itself out over time. But anyway, yeah, so we'll run this a few times. Show you how the opener likes it. Chamberlain wall control. Alright, let's see how many cycles we got on this thing. 16K. And now it's gonna give me that maintenance alert thing, so I will clear that. And let's run it. Opener runs great. Yeah, and it does flex the rail at the bottom. It does flex a little more. I'll show you again. I feel like something might be rubbing. I couldn't really... It didn't seem to be excessively tight anywhere against the jamb. I mean, I was able to pull the door away from the jamb and it had some play. I figured it's really not worth adjusting that, and then we end up with too big of a gap. I'll show you here. If you watch the opener rail, you see it kind of bow upwards. I don't know if you really saw it bow much, but you probably saw the belt slack, so yeah. And these are the same cables. They didn't need new cables. By the way, the loop on this cable down here is actually a little bit too big for that stud, but there's still tension on this cable with the door open, so I'm not worried about it coming off. Okay, we'll give you one more run, because why not? And then I'm out of here. Maybe you could see the rail flex a little more from that angle too, but yeah, store is working great now. Really, the only other thing I would like to do at some point is upgrade these rollers to sealed bearing nylons, because these are all the original plastic rollers. Some of them don't roll anymore. But yeah, so there you have it. New springs on my grandparents' door. Thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all later.